Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
I think it works. Yes, welcome.
Introduction to the Sean Callaghy. I mean, speaking on Tony Robbins' stage, you know, all of the like Les Brown, Jack Canfield. Like this is what it is. And I'm curious, did anybody before this moment know like Sean Callaghy's background or anything that he had done before this?
I actually, I found him when I was starting my own law firm. I don't know what I typed into Google, but I saw his law firm and read his story, and I thought it was incredible. And it was so ironic that his team reached out to me it was just manifestation. It was really crazy.
Love it.
Well, I'm having a little tech problems. So I'm here, guys. Unblinded team, light me up, but please, Bella, continue. And who's this fine person you're chatting with?
This is Michelle, and I was just going to ask her like what she read about you, but I don't know if you want Gina to start with introductions. So.
No, Michelle, no, I wouldn't want to interrupt the point. Well, thank you, Michelle. I just heard the very end of that. That was very kind of you.
Well, why don't I introduce Michelle, and then we can hear about how she, connected with us here. And she's coming from the left coast, Sean, a California litigating and trial attorney. She made it her passion to protect and fight for injured and wronged victims so they no longer remain silent. She's extraordinary, and we are so grateful and honored you're here today. And she's, she believes that she's manifested this right now. So welcome to The Real Raw, Michelle.
Thank you. Honestly, it really, really is an honor. But I cannot remember at all what I Googled. And I think it was like May a year ago. Yeah. Wow. May a year ago. I like quit my job in the middle of the pandemic, and I was like, I'm going to start my own law firm. And I just started Googling, attorneys to just, get some inspiration. And somehow I landed on, Sean's law firm website, and I read his story, and I just was so inspired. And I followed you on Instagram, and I may or may not have written you a letter. I vaguely remember writing you a letter, but it was a year ago, so I don't remember. But yeah, I was just so inspired. So it's so crazy that a year later, here we are connecting.
Michelle, thank you so much for being here. And if that was not returned, forgive the pandemic dynamics.
Okay, don't worry.
Appreciate that. And really appreciate you being here. Congratulations on your entrepreneurial journey. For everybody, had a little bit of a medical dynamic in the family that was taking a bit of time. So I apologize for my tardiness, but really appreciate being here, Michelle. And I'm deeply touched. And what is your fun fact for today?
My fun fact for today, I was supposed to have my fun fact ready and now I'm blanking, but my fun fact is that if I wasn't a lawyer, I would be a Laker girl.
Get out of here. That's amazing. So were you like on that track in some way, or were you just like that?
That was literally I was like, I need to be a Laker girl when I was younger. I was like, I want to be a Laker girl. I remember going to the games with my family, and I used to be a professional dancer. And I don't know, I just loved the fact that they were so fun and energetic and brought so much energy. And they're actually, each girl on the team is super, super smart and they have their own causes that they believe in. And when I turned 18 to audition to be a Laker girl, it was the year that the NBA was on lockdown for whatever reason. So yeah. And then I was supposed to be a song girl at USC, but then I decided to study abroad instead. So
Very
now
cool.
I'm here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for being here. By the way, what part of California are you practicing in?
Los Angeles.
LA. All right. So awesome. Welcome to the party, Michelle. It's a privilege to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gina, that's a fun story. Who else we got?
That is fun. And another one from the left coast, Mr. Kurt Jordan, a TR Platt, self-proclaimed monkey, Sean. He's the founder and CEO of Kong Academy, helping people improve their minds, bodies, and spirits through playing and fun. He's here with us today. Welcome, Kurt Jordan, to The Real Raw.
Kurt, we love playing fun here. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We were having a lot of fun before you got here, Sean. Just not that we're not having fun with you here now, but I just want you to know that we were having a lot of fun before you got here.
Well, Bella, I'm sorry to have ruined the fun and lessened it. I'm kidding, of course. Kurt, what is your fun fact, my friend?
I've been a parkour instructor for 15 years. How about that?
Very cool.
Pretty fun.
That is awesome. And what brought you to the world of, how long have you been a Platt?
A few months, I think 3 or 4 months, something along those lines. Yeah.
What event did you join at or after?
Oh, go ahead and say that again. It kind of cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So what event did you join Platt at?
Business Mastery 2. So I didn't know a lot about Tony Robbins, but I did Business Mastery. And we were like, this is awesome. So we did Business Mastery 2. And then my partner was pushing me to join Platt and was like, no, you have to do this. You have to do this. And I was like, no, I can't afford to do that. Like, I have never made more than like $30,000 a year. I cannot afford to do that. And then I was like, you know what? I can't afford not to do it. Let's do it. So then I joined, and then that brought me here. And yeah, so I'm very excited to be here.
Very, very cool. And were you part of Business Mastery when the American Foundation for the Blind and the Lucky Gorillas won BM, or no?
Yes, I was. That was, yeah, exactly.
Were you a Lucky Gorilla or no?
No, but I did get to jump in some Zoom calls and have fun with the brainstorming sessions there. That was really nice. That was fun.
So do you know Peter Swain or no?
He's actually the one that put me on this show. He's the one that connected. Yeah.
Well, that's extraordinary. Well, thank you, Peter. Kurt, welcome. Really appreciate being here and looking forward to getting to know you better.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Gina, we got Kurt, we got Michelle, and some judges.
We do. Okay, another one from the left coast.
What is going on? This California bias today, but good.
I know. We're coming back at them in a few minutes, Sean. So hang on. The Southern Cali super lawyer of several years is a certified legal specialist in workers' comp, and she's also a featured speaker on as one of America's most influential women in law.
Ooh.
And a legal consultant on CBS affiliate out in California. Yes. Welcome, Amy, to The Real Raw. I know. Very exciting.
Hello there. How are you doing?
You're doing great, Amy. We love the superpower of influence. That's what this whole show is about. Congratulations on the level of influence you've achieved.
congratulations on your newborn. That's very exciting.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. So Amy, what part of California from?
Newport Beach.
Nice.
Between
Cool.
between Los Angeles and San Diego on the coast.
Yeah, Joseph McClendon, that speaks on Tony Robbins' stage, is from Newport Beach. Been to his place and gone surfing out there. So it's a beautiful, beautiful area that you live in. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and what is your fun fact?
Well, there's a lot, but I was going to say being a cheerleader at UCSB or doing pageants, but I think the fun fact is my husband always wanted to meet Jimmy Buffett, and I told him that that was going to happen no matter what. So for my birthday, a friend of mine got me a kitten, and I named it Jimmy Buffett, and I brought it home and said, here's your meet and greet. You can sleep with it and do whatever you want.
So your husband slept with Jimmy Buffett. That's what I'm hearing.
He sleeps with him every night.
I love it. So Amy, that's all. And by the way, what was your pageant background? I heard that. So what was that story?
You know, I had a bucket list of things I wanted to do. And one of the things was I wanted to enter a beauty pageant just for fun. And I did it at the young age of 50 and won. So that was kind of fun.
What did you win? What was the pageant?
It was a California title, and not one of the, I mean, obviously not Miss America, but it was just a really cool experience and got to do a couple of fun things with it. Got to travel to beautiful Minneapolis.
My listening of you keeps telling me that you're avoiding telling us your title. Would you mind telling us your title, please?
It was Beauties of America. It was a, I can't remember what the exact title was. It wasn't geriatric yet.
So we have a beautiful woman starting, and many beautiful women here today. Extraordinary. Congratulations on that. And we appreciate you a ton. And I was going to make a joke. I didn't know how to approach it, Bella, because I've never said the word that somebody is HOT in my life. Like I've said, oh, like whatever.
Oh, like I said, you were hot this morning?
Yeah.
You're unbelievable. So you know what? So we have, it is clear to me, let's do it this way, Bella, Gina, everybody. So it is clear to me that we have a very presentable woman that's here today. How's that?
You have several.
Definitely.
Yes. So,
You have many presentable women, Sean.
yes, we were discussing, Amy, this morning, how not to objectify people. We're having a non-objectification conversation, and Bella was laughing at me because I talked about somebody being presentable. And so it was very funny. So yes. So Amy, thank you for being here. And Gina, let's carry on.
All right. We got the men from the right coast coming up, Sean. Steve Goldstein from this Brooklyn-born, New York, New Jersey PI attorney, author of The 7 Biggest Mistakes when hiring a personal injury lawyer. He's recovered millions, tens of millions for his client. Woo. Welcome, Stephen Goldstein, to The Real Raw.
Stephen, what's happening, man?
How are you?
Hey, so we're gonna have a look. There's like a left coast, right coast, like Bloods Crips thing going on with.
Something like that. Well, sorry. I'm actually at Blood's office. My office.
I am not confused. So
good thing you got the red shirt on, by the way. Otherwise, I have to get off.
We have that going. We have that going.
Yeah.
So Bella, can you feel the shift of like left coast, right coast energy?
I can definitely feel the energy for sure.
Yes, so it's super. And Bella's in Florida, which counts for like neither. It's like down coast or something. I don't even know what that is. So amazing. So brother, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is 2 years ago, I decided I need to be a boxer. So I started boxing training.
I love it.
But like real boxing training, not like classes, but like with a trainer who's like Burgess Meredith from Rocky. And I go there twice a week. Yes.
So have you had any like fights without headgear yet, or no fights without headgear?
No, I'm not that crazy. No.
All right. So
my wife won't let me do it.
Yes.
And it's not fun hitting is a lot of fun. Getting hit is not a lot of fun. So
it is definitely less fun. So I've had 2 concussions from high school football, and my buddy Tom Filatico had 8, and I'm not exaggerating, 8, like Ocho. So I recommend continue wearing a headgear, my friend, but congratulations on kicking some butt.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
stepping-
wear my glasses too, so nobody hits me in the face.
so from I love, by the way, hearing the recovery dynamics, etc. Just quick question: what's your favorite? That might put you in a compromising position. What is the case you're most proud of that you resolved without naming names? Like, what was at stake for you, and what did it mean to you?
That's a great question. It's sort of a long-winded story, but it was actually written up over here because it had all the elements of police involved, police lying, somebody being arrested when they shouldn't have been. And then when they got out, I not only sued them for the false arrest, but for the injury they caused. And I, all through the case, it was a 2-track case. It was a criminal case going on alongside a personal injury case. And I refused to settle it. And then I went to trial and I got a verdict of $3 million at the end of the day. But it was basically the gist of it was, without getting into the story, the criminal side was I was the first case in Brooklyn in the last 45 years where they tried a jaywalking case.
Wow.
But they tried it because they thought it would affect the personal injury case. And it was an old man who got hit by a police car on video, and they covered it up. They made up a false police report, wound up arresting the guy. And they charged him with endangering the life of a police officer after the cop on a motorcycle ran him over, flipped him over, knocked him out. There was video of 3 cops rushing to the scene, stepping over him in the street and going after the cop who had fallen on the motorcycle.
Wow.
And then they arrested him, kept him in Rikers Island for 7 days. So when I got the call, it was from an old client, and I thought it was like a $1,500 criminal case. He said, my dad was arrested. He needs somebody to help him get out of jail. And then it just mushroomed into this crazy.
Well, brother, you just demonstrated everything the show is about, for real. This show is about leaders causing leadership in the world to bring right and justice to people. It's not just a legal show, but in business. Like, how do we get our message heard? You want to have an attorney like yourself, the people on the show. Like, how do we arm people with the ability to communicate ethically, effectively, and get their message heard out there in the world, not only through marketing and selling, but through the relationships we create and all the things. So thanks. That was an awesome story, man.
Thanks.
Thank you. Gina.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Next we have Mr. Frank Poe from Metuchen, New Jersey. Started his post-law career as an agent for a full-service talent agency, and now he wears 2 hats as general counsel and head of business affairs there. Oh wait, 3 hats because he's a new daddy. Welcome, Frank Poe, to The Real Raw.
Frank, congratulations. And if we didn't have like the blood Crips thing going on with California and the like right coast, left coast, New York and New Jersey has its own Bloods and Crips stuff. But Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, as much I know you're losing sleep, I'm losing sleep over well, my son, forget it. He keeps me active, and before I nod off, and I'm ready to go here, and it's going to be a great day.
Oh, brother, that is absolutely awesome. And how old is your son?
4 months.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how about your fun fact?
Fun fact is I'm in-house counsel now, but my last law firm that I've vowed to ever work at, it was difficult for me. It was very challenging with the partner. We just didn't see eye to eye with a lot of things. And so the stress levels were so high that it forced me to get into painting. So I actually picked up some canvas and some paints, and I actually started painting just whatever, like certain like weird images that I saw, like interesting things, and I painted them, and it was a great coping mechanism. It was just really cool to kind of
not like dead bodies weird, right?
No, nothing morbid. Nothing morbid. Just kind of like whimsical, fun stuff. Yeah, no, I had a blast doing it, and it was like, I every now and then I'll pick it up and do some fun stuff too. So,
awesome. Well, really appreciate you being here today, Frank. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Gina.
All right, last up, this native New Yorker has lived in each of the 5 boroughs, including Staten Island, and he's a companion to 5 rescued cats. This bankruptcy attorney owns his own firm. Anthony Vasilo from Brooklyn. Welcome to The Real Raw.
Hey, how are you, everyone?
Anthony, how are you? 5 cats, brother. Like, who's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
No favorites.
All right. Making sure that nobody gets upset.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I understood. But by the way, Staten Island background. The Richmond County baseball field in Staten Island?
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Gotcha. Okay. You grew up there or no?
No, I just spent about 4 years there after my parents got divorced, and that's where I had been living upstate, but we moved down there. And then I was already going to college in New York, so I've never left.
Cool. And where'd you go to college?
Columbia.
Get the hell out of here.
I know someone who went to Columbia, Sean.
Me too.
Who do you know, Bella?
I know this dude. I know this hot guy that went there. He played baseball. He played baseball there. Actually, he started at Columbia all 4 years. You might have heard of him. He's named John Gallagher.
Is that right? Does he look like this guy? Perhaps. So this would be a quick fun fact.
I kind of look like that guy. Funny how that is.
Yes. So where did you live, on campus or off campus or near campus or no?
I lived near campus at 113th Street and Broadway.
I lived on 115th and Broadway. So we were neighbors. I'm sure we're there at different times, but congratulations on Roar Lions Roar. And thank you for being here today.
Yeah, my dorm had the basketball team when they were good.
I was in ZBT, and then they eventually got thrown off campus, just like an Animal House. And I'm not kidding. They literally were, you could Wikipedia me and fact check me. They were like on double secret probation, which I thought was a complete homage to Animal House, just like an extra dig long after I graduated. But it was the baseball fraternity. So very, very cool. So welcome to the party.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be Lion. Yeah. So Gina, we got the sales sorceress, and this very interesting, quirky, powerful, brilliant, magnetic, fun, loving, caring, powerful woman started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old. She progressed to an interesting sales job in high school, then moved from that to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing, becoming eventually the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Now she is the president, CEO, founder, chief cook and bottle washer, chief 6-figure sales sorceress of Align Sales and Talent, impacting the world, having fun, driving me crazy. And I think I drive her a little bit crazy. Bella Verita, welcome to the party.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher.
So what is your fun fact, my friend?
You know what? I was just thinking about that. And I think my fun fact is actually, I don't know if I've ever said like hot guy until or called someone hot until this morning when we were talking about like, we don't do that here. And I knew calling you hot would make you do exactly what you're doing now. So now I don't know if I'm ever going to stop because it's kind of fun.
It's all over.
You turn purple every single time. It's fantastic. I love it.
I could not say it, Sean. I couldn't say it though. Bella could. I could not say it.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Gina. Bella, we love you. You are crazy. You are fun and amazing. Gina, you are amazing as well. We love you. You're far less crazy. Thank God, because I don't know if we could deal with like double Bella. So appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and let's rock on with these incredible.
And Kurt was just asking if I have a magic wand in my hand. Yes, I do have a magic wand. That is another fun fact, is that I carry a magic wand because they call me the chief sales sorceress because when I play sales talent, like companies grow, they double. I have this magic touch with sales is every company I touch doubles in sales. So yes,
that is absolutely incredible. And my fun fact, so Gina, we love you, of course. Yes. And my fun fact is, before this phone call, I was on a meeting with our Knights of the Round Table, which is about 10 different companies that I have the unique privilege of owning or co-owning. And we're doing all kinds of different things with partners and whatever. And it may have degenerated into a little bit of old school, like Hudson County, for those who are from New Jersey. That is where the original character Rocky was based on, was actually born. It might have degenerated into a little bit of insanity today, Bella. Might it not?
I definitely, when I came to this call, I was like, it has been an intense day. And everybody was like laughing and having a good time here. And I was like, it's been an intense day because that phone call was like my third of today. And I got here and everybody was like having fun. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. So, and it's just for optics, Sean, it's 3:40.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Have fun in the multiverse, Sean. I'm going to jump. Buckle your seatbelts, everyone. Have a great time. Love you guys.
Love you guys. All right, so let's get down to this thing because we are a good 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes behind. We're going to do some catching up though. So Bella, please, who's going first?
Oh, I think Kurt is ready for my magic. So let's go with Kurt.
All right, Kurt. Who would you like Bella to be? She'll be anybody you want. Influence is a superpower. It all starts after yes in our sales, our marketing, our managing, our leading, our recruiting, our fundraising, all of it. So who would you like Bella to be for a relevant yes to you in the world? Ideal client, some other type of yes, up to you. Who's Bella going to be? Kurt.
Okay, I have two thoughts, so maybe I could get a little direction. Either a venture capitalist or a mom who has homeschool kids that need something to do.
I like the venture capitalist with a magic wand. What do you say?
Great. That's awesome.
Bella's a venture capitalist with a magic wand. Bella, take us in.
Let's go. Hello,
Okay.
Kurt and Stella.
Hi, it's me, Kurt. Okay, real quick. I just have to talk to you for 3 minutes, and we've never met before. Is that the scope of this? How this works?
Sure. If that, yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, beautiful.
You have 6 full minutes. You're going to get interrupted at 3 minutes halfway through. We might cut the 6 minutes to 4.5, but it's 2 rounds. The first round's about opening rapport, building relationship, and then take it from there.
Okay, great. Hi, Bella. Nice to meet you.
Kurt, how are you?
I'm great. So I wanted to talk to you today because about my purpose, about my mission.
Yeah.
I believe that kids today are treated like they're fragile, like they're incapable. And I believe that that is far from the truth. I feel like kids are not being given the opportunity that they need to get the education they deserve to become prosperous, to face and better the world. So I started this company called Kong Academy that teaches social and emotional skills through play and movement to kids. Because I find that if you really want to teach anybody, honestly, anybody, anything, you have to make it relevant. And through kids, I think one of the most relevant things is that you teach them through play, because that is something universal. That is something that is mammal. That is something that is just so deep ingrained of who we are, that if we really want to internalize a true social and emotional development in them, we need to speak their language, and kids' language is play. So that's why I developed Kong Academy, which teaches.
And what is it called? Because I keep feeling like I'm missing it.
Kong, like King Kong, K-O-N-G.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
Yeah. So Kong Academy teaches.
So like Kong, but Kong.
Yes, with a K. Yeah, okay, slightly different. So we aim to empower kids physically and emotionally through physical play. And we do that through parkour, and we do that through a bunch of other type of physical modalities. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you today is because we want to develop a platform for kids to be able to learn online and to be able to essentially have like a master class for kids where they could go on, learn something that they like, a skill they want to learn, like parkour or circus or whatever physical modality they want to have.
What is parkour? I don't even know what that is.
Parkour is the functional discipline of overcoming obstacles. So if you've seen Ninja Warrior, essentially it's like Ninja Warrior, but outside. No? How about, did you ever see an episode of The Office where they like jump around and they're like, parkour? No? How about, it's basically, imagine an outdoor obstacle coursing, an outdoor gymnastics type of movement where you flip and go over obstacles.
I feel like these shows where they jump from like rafts and swinging things, and if you fall, you end up in the water kind of thing.
Exactly. Imagine that, except it's in the real world. So if you wanted to go from one place to another, and you wanted, yeah,
I gotta pause for just a minute because I think I might have just gotten invited to a parkour course. Like I got a phone call I gotta take, and I think I might actually get to go to one of these courses.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, actually, Bella, it's your mom, and she's wondering where she should relocate her Dallas Cowboy tattoo and replace it with the Unblinded tattoo. So you got to take a quick call.
Okay.
Excellent. Kurt, great work. We're coming back in round 2 in a minute. And let's go, Michelle. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who would you like Bella to be?
Good question. Do you guys have any suggestions?
What would a yes be that you're seeking in the world? Like the biggest yes, the most important yes that you could get.
That's a very broad question.
If you had a dream, like any dream, at one point it was to be a Laker girl and get a yes from the Lakers, what would a yes be today that would be like so amazing for you, Michelle?
Well, something important to me is just difficult clients, speaking to difficult clients and getting them to understand how I'm helping them. So potentially a difficult client, or somebody that disagrees with me on issues and just like agreeing to disagree. If that makes sense.
Okay, how about this? Belle is a client, and she was involved in an accident, a car accident, and she's really frustrated about how long the case is taking during COVID, and she's going to leave and go to somebody else, but it's not your fault, and you're trying to recreate the relationship. How's that sound?
Okay, that's perfect.
Awesome. Bella, take us in.
Hello, Michelle. This is Bella.
Hi, Bella. How are you?
I've been better, quite honestly.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
Oh, I'm super frustrated with, how long this case is taking. I feel like it's a pretty cut and dry case. I mean, the guy that hit me was blind. He's legally blind. Probably shouldn't have been driving. Like, I don't understand why this is taking so long.
I completely hear you. And I know the frustration it takes to litigate a case or move forward with the case. Unfortunately, these things take a really long time and sometimes take longer than we expect because insurance companies want to find every single way to make it seem like you don't have any righteous claims or injuries. And trust me, I sympathize and know where you're coming from because I want to resolve this just as much as you do. And I want you to get closure from this. But can you tell me how I can help you move forward and not be so frustrated?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate, the empathy, but I don't get why it's like taking so long. I mean, the driver, he's legally blind, probably shouldn't have been behind the wheel. It doesn't, just because he needed some chicken wings and pizza does not give him the right to get behind the wheel of a car. And it should not have been, the pizza's just not that important. And to me, it's a cut and dry case. And I know COVID's going on, but why can't we have a conversation with the insurance company, and just move this deal forward? I don't understand that. I want what I want. What I want right now is just to be done with this.
I totally hear you. And I'm really happy that you're being really transparent and honest with me because I don't want this to be more difficult because I know that you're also dealing with your injuries and COVID is making everything take longer. But I want you to rest assured that I am in touch with the insurance company every day and I give them as much information as I believe is necessary.
Do you think that they know that he's legally blind? I mean, I know it doesn't look like it and he makes it seem like it's not. And there's this whole peripheral vision thing, but does that not have any weight in this? I don't understand what the insurance company is trying to do here.
Of course it has weight and they have a copy of the police report and I have spoken to them at length about liability. Unfortunately, even if I tell them that this is a slam dunk case, even if I tell them that I'm ready to take this to trial, the insurance company's job is to defend their insured and they will literally take any little thing to try to twist the situation and deny liability, which is why I'm working.
Michelle, I got to interrupt because I think this is the other guy's attorney. I don't know who's calling right now, but I got to take a quick pause and take this other call.
Yeah. Hey, Bella, it's Kirk Adams, the president from the American Foundation for the Blind. And he's really concerned that you think blind people shouldn't be able to drive. So he wants to talk to you.
I got to take this call because somebody's confused.
Michelle, awesome job. And by the way, I am blind, so we're not making fun of blind people. Belle was joking about me. And Kirk Adams is a dear friend that we raised a whole bunch of money for, about $1 million already this year for the American Foundation for the Blind. So Michelle, outstanding job.
And Sean has an obsession with pizza, and I'm pretty sure he would do just about anything if he needed a pizza. So
That is very true. And chicken wings. So Michelle, how'd that feel for you?
It felt like a normal day. Just kidding. No, my clients thankfully are not upset with me, but some can be very difficult.
Yes, understood. So excellent job. So Bella, which two judges are we going to go with to judge Kurt?
let's go with Steven and Amy.
Nice. Okay, Steven, what'd you have for Kurt, please? 30 seconds of feedback. Bella's the goddess and heart-centered princess and queen of timekeeping in every single way. So 15 seconds.
Here, your score is?
That's Bella's way of saying, yep, please cut it. Yeah, Steven.
He's obviously, I'm sorry. He's obviously enthusiastic about what he's doing. It sounds like a great thing. I don't know what I'm actually supposed to be judging on, but I guess for rapport purposes, I was looking for him to find out from the customer what exactly she was looking for. So it seemed almost like the cart was before the horse. He had no idea if the things that he was telling her about she was even interested in. And I think the first thing I would have asked if I were him is to find out from her, well, what is it? I know you're talking to me. There's a reason you're allowing me to talk to you. What is it that you're looking for? Because everything he might
is?
What are we going from?
1 to 10.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would give him an 8 because I like his enthusiasm. And I think it's just a minor glitch. I mean, I think if he found out exactly what she was really looking for, he could tailor what he's doing. And, I think his presentation is very nice. And I actually like what he's doing. I think an 8 is warranted. I think if he had built, a little bit of rapport and finding out what exactly she's looking for, probably would have been higher.
All right, excellent, my friend. And let's go, Amy.
Well, there are a couple things. First of all, you had a great statement at the very beginning, but then you kind of riffed on it a little bit. And instead, I would go launch right into what it is financially you intend to do and how you intend to move it forward. Like when you start using terms like parkour and other terms that are not easily explained, you dilute your message. I think you need to use exact terms, be very precise, be very simple about it, and say exactly what it is the kids need, what it is you're going to do, and why you need to financially get some support for it.
And your score for Kurt is?
I was about to do that. I give you a 7.
Nice. Excellent job. Let's go, Frank. What did you have for Michelle?
Okay, I think Michelle kind of brought me back to some old days here. I really enjoyed, and I think I can relate to when you try to emotionally connect with what's going on and try to gauge that empathy and everything. And what I also do, and I've done in the past, is you made an ally with this person against a common enemy, which was the insurance company, right? The insurance company is bearing down on you and everything like that. And I guess my constructive criticism on that is just beware of towing the line between creating an ally and maybe just shifting blame. So my
your score for Michelle is?
I would give it a 7 for that.
Nice. Well, thank you, Frank. And how about Anthony? What'd you have for Michelle?
I thought Michelle did very well. She, I think she established a good rapport with the client, and as the conversation went on, they both started engaging more, where the client expressed her needs and Michelle started responding to it. I think a little bit at the beginning, no one likes to be quote unquote sandbagged by a client that just comes out of the woodwork saying, what's going on with my case? Why isn't anything happening? Because that happens a lot. You just have to figure out a way to just ask what the client really wants right up front so you can direct the conversation. Overall, I'd give her score an 8.
Nice. Excellent job. Thank you, judges. Bella, we are ready for round 2. We're going to switch it up.
And it is
right back.
3:54.
I'm present to the reality. Thank you very much, my friend. So let's go 1 minute to take us from hello to conclusion, right? So you're where you are. You got a minute to go with Bella. So Michelle, Bella's got, this last 60 seconds to decide what she's going to do. Bella, take us in.
Hey, Michelle, I'm back.
Hi. So I know that we left off speaking about your concerns, but I am very confident that if we continue to have transparent conversations with one another, your anxiety or your concerns about how long this case is taking will definitely be you'll be relieved, and we will be able to continue representing you and get you the best result just with having the type of communication that we've been having.
Got it. Well, I definitely, I believe you, and you've been very kind and definitely understanding of my frustration.
If there's anything else that I can educate you on or help you understand about the process, I am always available to talk to you. You can email me, call me, text me. So I just want you to know that I'm here for you and I understand what you're going through and want to help you resolve your issues.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Excellent work, Michelle. How'd that feel for you?
Good.
Nice. We will be coming back in a minute. So let's go, Kurt. 1 minute. Bella's got some capital and there's some stuff going on. Take us in.
Hi, Kurt. I'm back.
Hey, Bella. It's nice to hear you again. Yeah, so I know there was some confusion about what parkour is. Just forget that word parkour for now. Would you agree that kids just need to move more, that they don't move enough today?
Definitely.
Yeah, kids are spending so little time moving with video games and everything. Essentially, we need to get them moving. And I'm looking to build a platform that's going to get kids not only to move more, but also is going to teach them something more meaningful, like lifelong lessons that's going to help them throughout their lives. And that's also going to help, people at home that are doing homeschooling, anything like that, where someone can just go online, learn something valuable, get their kids moving more. And that's why I wanted to talk to you today, because I believe that kids deserve an education where they're going to move more. And I think that if we partner together, we might just be able to solve a problem that's actually a real need in the world right now.
I would agree.
Awesome. So would you like to talk more? Maybe we could schedule some time in the week?
Definitely. Kurt, that was amazing. Like, way to take your feedback, immediately apply it. Like, that was amazing. Great job.
Great job, Kurt. Excellent work. Bella Verita, should we have some more fun?
I am always up for more Sean fun. More fun, Sean.
This has been a very funny day on Fun Friday. So, Michelle, would you like to have some more fun?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you have the option of putting me on the hot seat, on the spot, and causing me to go from hello to yes. So I will be stepping into the role that you were just in, that Kurt was just in, and having to go from hello to yes. Would you like to set the scenario? I've been asked to be everything from the president to lawyers, to lemonade salespeople, and everything you can consider in between. The only request is that it's integrous, meaning we're not selling swampland in the middle of Arizona. So would you like to set that scenario, or would you like to pass that opportunity off?
At the scenario, from no to yes. Okay, so I can't think of one on the spot.
Well, is there any yes that you would like to see in the world? If not, we'll give you 5 more seconds to decide.
I'm stumped.
Okay, how about Kurt? Would you like to set the scenario?
Yeah, sure. Can you just give me one, like, just re-say the rules again? Like, what's the
you got to make up any scenario. I could be any person or general avatar, any occupation, anybody in the world needing to go from hello to yes. Could be a sales situation, could be a partnership situation, a fundraising situation, an advocacy situation, whatever you said.
Okay. Be Tony Robbins.
And what is the yes that I'm seeking?
I don't know. Someone help me out here. What's the yes that you're seeking?
How How about anybody else want to throw anything in? How about a yes to join Platinum Partnership?
Perfect.
Or something larger. Do you want me to raise money for charity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
All right. And who do you want to be the person I am going from hello to yes with? Yourself or somebody else here? You get to pick.
You. Be someone who has somebody who has a fairly substantial fortune, but has not been given to charity in the past.
Okay. And who would you do? You want to play that person, or do you want somebody else here to play that person?
I will if no one else wants to.
All right, cool. We'll go with that. Okay, so we'll go with you. So let us begin. So, hey, Kurt, Tony Robbins here. Really appreciate you having the conversation. My buddy Mark Benioff at Salesforce said that you want to have a quick chat about a few things. It's an honor and a privilege talking about the 6 human needs, including contribution. So at this point, with all you have going on in the world, what's still the mission and legacy? I know you built this amazing software empire. He told me that you just crossed $1 billion net worth. Congratulations. And what's it all about from here, Kurt?
I don't know, but I've done pretty well for myself. I don't think anybody's really helped me that much, but I've got, I've always pinched my pennies and, made the right choices for myself. So I don't really get what the idea of the contribution thing would really get for me.
Yeah.
What would it do for me?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. So what I'm also hearing though is pain. So I heard you clearly say that you did it pretty much on your own, which is leading me to the conclusion that some people hurt you and let you down at some point in your life. Am I hearing that correctly?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
It sounds like you are thinking about it. Maybe you don't want to share it, and that's totally okay. But what I'm present to is that's really sad, but also it seems like it benefited you in some extraordinary ways. Is that fair or not fair?
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think that's true.
Yeah, it seems like you're incredibly resourceful, obviously brilliant, powerful. And at this point, very simply, because I'm not here to tell you to do anything in the world. What I'm here to source is what people want. And so my question would be, how happy are you? How fulfilled are you?
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Say a 7.
Okay. And is that acceptable to you? Listen, because I'm on this phone call, I'm here to serve you. I'm not here with any agenda. Mark said that you wanted to talk, and I'm happy to talk. What prompted you want to talk to me in the first place?
I know you've given a lot to charities, and to understand the motivation, I think might help me understand why I should give.
Yeah.
So,
well, how about this? If I said that you were a 7 as a business person, how would you feel about that?
Not good enough.
Yeah. Would you want to marry a 7?
No. 11.
Yeah. Would you want to be friends with a 7?
Nope. 11.
So brother, what the hell are you doing walking around the world as a billionaire with a happiness level of a 7 and a fulfillment level of 7? I don't judge it, but you just told me that's wildly unacceptable for all the people around you, but you're carrying that. Number one. Number two, you're not alone. There's no judgment. I have 20 friends that are billionaires. 2 have happiness and fulfillment levels above a 9.5. Most are incredibly upset and unhappy. And is this acceptable to you? Like if you're on your last day on earth, you have the blessing and privilege to know this is the end, the final day, and you know it, and you carried this 7 forward to that day. Acceptable or unacceptable to you?
That is very unacceptable.
Yeah. So we only have about 30 seconds to go here. What I'd be happy to do is I'd be happy to come sit with you and talk about contribution, because I can't unpack it all this quickly. But succinctly, I can say this, that life is about giving. Life is about sharing. You've done an incredible job of adding value to the world. There's no way that you get to be a billionaire unless you created immense value for people. There's no way. Now, what you haven't done is created that much value, as much value, not even close, for yourself. On the scale of income, a 7 makes about $70,000 a year in America, the 70th percentile. Brother, you're a billionaire carrying the happiness level on the same scale of somebody making 70K. And I'm sure that would drive you completely nuts if that's how much money you made. That's not acceptable for your life. And for my entire life, I've had the privilege to work with tens of thousands of people relatively closely and millions less closely. And to a human, the person that has contribution in their top 3 human needs is exponentially happier, more at peace, more fulfilled. I work with Operation Underground Railroad, saving kids from sex trafficking, feeding America. I replace my carbon footprint times 10 in the world. And I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. But the feeling I have every day is a sense of purpose, richness, fulfillment, happiness, joy, frustration at times because I go fast. I'm building things like crazy. But having contribution is this core driving purpose in my life. In every interaction causes me to go to bed and wake up happy and fulfilled. So if you want to learn more about that, I'd be really happy to have another conversation. How does that resonate for you?
Yeah, I would like to speak with you. Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. Out of roll, Kurt, how did I do as Tony Robbins?
I think you did great. I think you did a great job selling the heart and soul of why contribution can be so successful. Awesome. Or why it can be so meaningful. Yeah.
Cool. Michelle, how was that for you?
Really good.
Excellent.
You really addressed exactly what he asked you.
By the way, I have the privilege of knowing Tony Robbins pretty well. And everything I just said is who that guy is. So it was quite easy. So thank you. Bella Verita, how was that for you?
Yeah, I'm not so sure, though, that you were playing the role of Tony Robbins, because I'm not so sure Tony Robbins would have done as good as you did at that role play. But that was awesome.
Well, thank you. Well, appreciate it. Let's take it to the judges and switch this around for a minute. And Frank and Anthony went second last time. I'm going to flip-flop who they're giving some feedback to. So Frank and Anthony, how about giving some feedback to Kurt? Let's start with Frank. What do you got for Kurt?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the way it played out in that last turnaround time, he really did take the feedback and really just kind of wiped away all of the confusion. Everything right away was very simple, was very straightforward. So my original 7 went up to a 9 as a result.
Excellent job. And Frank, thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your directness, encouraging vulnerability, giving true feedback. How was your time today with us on the Real Raw?
Fantastic. This was an excellent exchange with everybody, and I saw a lot of value come out of this today. So excellent.
I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and happy Fun Friday to you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Anthony, what do you have, please, for Kurt?
I agree with what Frank said. Kurt was a lot more confident and much more comfortable with his material, and he was very direct in explaining to the client, to put her at ease regarding the jargon and everything else. So I definitely think his presentation and his second round was definitely a 9.
Excellent job. And again, Anthony, appreciate you being here. How was
today? This was fun. I had no idea what I was stepping into, but I totally enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Stephen, please, what'd you have for Michelle?
Well, just 2 quickies before we start. I was sitting here like, every one of us has gone through what Michelle was going through in that role play with the client who was like complaining that the case is taking too long. And I will say Bella was there's no client who acts like her when you do that, who's that nice about it. But I will say, Michelle, I was feeling for you. And I think you did a really nice job of just doing your best, because I know when I've had those conversations, I get really angry. And I want to say to them, you idiot, what do you care about how long it takes? It's not how long it takes, it's the result at the end. But she did a great job of being empathetic, to her client, and was listening. Most important, she was really listening to what the client was after, what the client was really concerned about, and she addressed it. And it's a difficult spot to be put in for any lawyer when the client is acting like that. And I think she did a great job of being empathetic and understanding what the client was going through.
And your score is?
A 9.
Oh, thank you.
Great job, Michelle. And thanks, Steve, very much. And how was your day with us today?
It was great. Again, it was, I still don't know what we've done here, but it's been pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed seeing everybody and doing this, but it was really interesting listening to everybody do their pitches and the judges too.
Yeah. And what we're doing is unpacking influence as a superpower and the micro distinctions. And we saw that rise and that shift for Kurt. And that might be the difference between raising some money, a lot of money, or no money. You know, I've had the privilege, a couple quick realities. You know, I'm one of only 2 attorneys in the country that had 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 16. The only one that was blind, largest jury verdict in the last decade in the state of Arizona. And in that case, right before we went to trial, we had a $4 million average mock trial progression. And then we redid the whole set. Everybody said we're crazy to redo it. And we came up with a $27 million average in the second set and got $27 million a trial. There's micro distinctions that create exponential difference in result. The passion, Steve, I heard from you earlier about what you did in that case and the way you recited your facts, tight, congruent, emotional, energetic transference. There's a science to that that's duplicatable, transferable. And we talk about a lot of other things that Unblinded, but just that piece we have fun with here every day. So thank you for adding to it. More than 3,000 people have been on this show since COVID began. And thank the 6 of you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Amy, what do you have for Michelle, please?
Well, I like that you mentioned that you're transparent. What I would have wanted to hear is the words, I share your frustration. And maybe a quick recap on here's where we've been in the case, here's where we are, and here's where we're going. This is what's going to happen. Otherwise, when you say something like, I'm being transparent, that always is an alarm to me rather than just being transparent and showing the transparency. Nevertheless, I still think you showed improvement, and I gave you a 9, and I gave the show a 10 because I appreciate everything I'm learning here today.
Amy, thank you. That is a beautiful, generous gift with your heart and your words. Appreciate you very much. Thanks for being here. And everybody, thank you again for your patience and us getting a little delay with the start. So thank you. Michelle, great job. Appreciate you. How did you enjoy the Real Raw?
Amazing. I love connecting with other people, and I'm happy that everybody took the time to be here. I mean, it's 1:12 in LA, so it's like the middle of the day for some of us, but yeah, it was super awesome, and I hope that we get to connect again in the future.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you, Michelle. Kurt, great job, fellow Platt brother. Thanks for being here. And what say you? How was it?
I thought it was great. I just want to say thank you. It's been, I'm really grateful that everybody did take their time to listen to each other and thank you for giving me the feedback. I think that's really helpful to know to simplify my language. And there's a couple of good insights that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't here. So I'm grateful to Gina for the invitation and for everyone for hosting. And thank you very much, Sean, for putting this together.
Thank you, Kurt. Great job, brother. Belle of Rita, awesome as always. Final, my dear friend.
Final is, I think it was Stephen that said, I don't even know what we're doing here. And, it's about unpacking the superpower of influence. And today we just had a demonstration of, what integrity-based human influence actually is by Sean's demonstration. But there is a formula, and Sean unpacks what that formula is every Monday night. So we invite everybody to come join us on Monday night to unpack the superpower of influence, how we go from hello to yes, raise $700,000 in 30 minutes, how Tony Robbins says there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. There is a formula. We unpack that on Monday night, so definitely join us for that. And someone will reach out from the team. You might even have an opportunity to talk to Adam and Fernando. And if you get that opportunity, you definitely want to take it. So back to you, Sean.
Yeah, thank you very much. My co-founder, Adam Gugino, took his company from $3 million to $750 million. Inc. 500 magazine, 3 consecutive years, just absolute craziness. And he's not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not either, right? But influence is a superpower, knowing what to do with it. Belle of Rita, you possess that. All of you do. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Michelle, Kurt, for your courage and your vulnerability. All of our fine judges, Amy, Steve, Frank Anthony. Really appreciate the leap of faith, the courage to be here. It is Fun Friday. It is an amazing day. And Bella Verita, we're all blind
and just learning to see.
Mwah.
Bye, everyone.